Hi friends, welcome to Ready, Set, Draw. So grab your paper, your pencil, your black Sharpie, and you might want your eraser, and then look in your packet. We're going to draw a maple leaf today. After we get done drawing the maple leaf and tracing it with our black Sharpie, I'm gonna show you a really cool way that you might want to color this one in, okay? The other thing to think about, this is one, I'll be honest with you, I had to do a lot of practicing because this maple leaf, it's a lot of symmetry. You want one side to look just like the other side. So it's okay to use those erasers if we need to. And it may not come out perfect. This is one that you have to kind of practice over and over and over again. So grab that pencil, get your paper, and we're gonna start off, friends, we're gonna have it in portrait. We're gonna start at the top. Something that helped me, because we're gonna start by making like a really skinny stem in the center, and the bottom of the stem is a little bit wider. The top starts as a point. So what helped me is to make two little dots kind of in the center bottom part of your paper that I know where I want my stem to end. I know that's really hard to see. Look at those little dots. Just like that, okie doke. And then I'm gonna start in the center of my paper and I'm drawing my hand down and making a nice skinny straight line on one side and the other. So it looks like that. Okie doke, just like that. So then here comes the fun part with the symmetry. We're gonna, whatever we do on one side, we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. And we're gonna start at the very top of our stem, and we're making swoops out on either side, just like that, okay? And from there, we're adding some more scoops, and this swoop comes in a little bit and up. And again, you wanna kinda try to make it look the same on one side as the other. It's not easy, and it's okay. You can keep practicing. You can erase if you want. You can keep it a little lopsided. That's okay too, all right? All right, from here, my love bugs, we're adding little scoops off to the side. One scoop, two scoop. One scoop, two scoop. So we're coming over here, boom, and down, boom, and down. All right, kind of look the same, a little bit. Now we're making we're curving ourselves in here because we're coming down to the bottom part of our maple leaf. And there we go. And then we're connecting it up to our stem. And there we have it. So now it's time to add the details. So you can see I don't quite have it quite symmetrical like I would want. If I wanted to go in and erase it, I would. Right now I'm feeling pretty okay with it, okay? So now I'm gonna add the detail. I'm coming in on our top first points and coming in to bring those lines down to the stem on either side. And then I'm gonna do the same thing on the points at the bottom, in the middle, okay? I drew those lines right in, all right? From there, we're gonna start branching off of these and adding some veins from the points in and in. I'll show you what I mean here. Kind of look like duck feet coming in on either side, just like that, my loves. And then we're gonna take some points down here to the side. And they don't have to be quite symmetrical down there. And then we're gonna add little branches off on each. And just remember, whatever you do on one side, you need to do on the other side too. I'll show you here in a hot second what I got going on. And here you have it, just like that. There's your leaf, okay? So I made one before this and I've already traced it with my black Sharpie. Boom, just like that. So let me show you what you can do to color this in. So the other thing I would suggest, friends, if you want to do this technique with our washable markers, is to use a sheet of the watercolor paper, okay? So use a sheet of the watercolor paper because that's really gonna be great in absorbing the water and being able to move the markers around. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about here in a hot second. So I'm gonna use my warm colors. I'm gonna use my reds and my orange and my yellow, my warms. And I'm gonna color, and I think I'm gonna start with my red at the top and then I'm gonna start moving down. But I'm just gonna use some marker. And the great thing is after you go over the Sharpie, with the Sharpie, you can color right over on top of it with your other marker, with your washable marker, and it doesn't smear, which is great. So I'm gonna do just a little bit. I'm gonna do one side so you can kind of see what I'm talking about here, because you're like, Miss Suzanne, you're talking and I don't know what you mean. So I'm just going to get some red going here. Then I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do with my paintbrush. So grab that paintbrush and grab a little cup of water. So you can see, okay, so I could color that all in, but because this is washable, I can take my paintbrush and just plain water, and I can take my brush and I can spread that washable marker out kind of like watercolor. All right, kind of like watercolor. So then that means it'd be really great if I took this and added some orange so I could blend. All right, so I could do some blending. So I could add some orange here, right underneath it. And I could do the same thing with my yellow. Add some yellow at the bottom. And then we'll get our wet paintbrush and see what happens. All right. So here's my orange and here's my yellow. Get that paintbrush in some water. And then I can start putting it together and blending it together like that, friends. So it kind of comes into this really beautiful, warm, autumny colors like we see the leaves on the trees right now. Just like that, okay? And you can do the same on the opposite side. Now here's the thing about when you're making the color of your leaves, because autumn leaves turn all different colors, you don't have to make that symmetrical. You could put your yellow at the top and your orange at the bottom, wherever you want there, okay? So you can do the same thing on the background with your cool colors, like your blues and your purples, or that might be a cool time too, if you want a totally different look, to use and blend like we did before with our crayons. Like if you want to get 3 different shades of blue and blend in a blue background, would really make your oranges and your reds pop with your autumn maple leaf. Okie doke, my friends. So I hope you enjoy that. I hope that you have fun, and I really want to see these. So please, please, please have your parents send me a picture of your beautiful finished product of your autumn leaves, because I think it's gonna be kind of amazing. So I hope you enjoy and you have fun, and we have one more video coming next week and then we're done. What a quick session this was. Oh my heavens. So love bugs, have a good rest of your weekend, and I'll see you soon.